In the intricate tapestry of human personality, the Sigma male emerges as a figure both enigmatic and distinctly apart from the conventional social order. These individuals, known for their preference for autonomy over hierarchy and introspection over outward authority, find themselves often at odds with mainstream societal norms. The unique disposition of Sigma males means they are particularly irritated by superficial interactions, enforced conformity, and the relentless pursuit of status that characterizes much of our social landscape. This exploration adopts a biased lens, unapologetically championing the Sigma male's worldview, to shed light on the friction between their innate values and the external pressures of a world that frequently misunderstands their path of quiet nonconformity. Number 22. Sigma males are often perturbed by the pervasive culture of instant gratification that dominates society. This culture, driven by rapid technological advancements and the omnipresence of social media, emphasizes immediate satisfaction, often at the expense of long-term goals and deeper fulfillment. They witness how this mindset affects people's relationships, work ethics, and personal growth, encouraging impatience and a focus on fleeting pleasures rather than sustained effort and perseverance. Sigma males, who value depth, patience, and the pursuit of meaningful achievements, find this trend troubling. They see the richness of life not in quick wins or surface-level successes, but in the journey towards substantial, lasting accomplishments. This preference for depth over immediacy often puts them at odds with mainstream values, making it challenging to find like-minded individuals who appreciate the virtue of patience and the gratification that comes from achieving something truly worthwhile. Number 21. A significant irritant for Sigma males is the expectation of constant availability and the erosion of personal boundaries due to digital connectivity. In a world where technology allows for 24/7 communication, the line between work and personal life has blurred, leading to an expectation of immediate responses to emails, messages, and calls, regardless of the time or day. This culture of constant connectivity can be particularly taxing for Sigma males, who value their privacy and independence. They find the expectation to be always on and immediately accessible not only intrusive but also detrimental to their well-being and productivity. Sigma males cherish the ability to disconnect, believing that quality time away from the digital world is essential for creativity, reflection, and maintaining healthy relationships. The pressure to remain perpetually connected and the resulting infringement on personal time and space is a source of frustration, prompting them to seek out strategies and environments that respect their need for boundaries and uninterrupted solitude. Number 20. Sigma males often experience a profound sense of disillusionment with societal norms and expectations. This disillusionment stems from their observation of a world heavily invested in appearances, material success, and the pursuit of fleeting pleasures, often at the expense of deeper values and genuine connections. They see a society preoccupied with maintaining an image rather than fostering authenticity and individuality. For Sigma males, this creates a dissonance between their internal value system, which prizes authenticity, intellectual freedom, and meaningful pursuits, and the external world's emphasis on conformity, superficial success, and the neglect of intellectual and spiritual growth. This rift can lead to feelings of isolation or alienation, as they struggle to find their place in a world that seems at odds with their core beliefs. Yet it also strengthens their resolve to live according to their principles, seeking fulfillment through personal growth, intellectual pursuits, and relationships that are rich in substance and mutual respect. Number 19. A prevailing challenge for Sigma males is navigating a culture that undervalues solitude and introspection. In a society that often equates solitude with loneliness or antisocial behavior, Sigma males find themselves misunderstood and sometimes stigmatized for their need for alone time. They treasure solitude as a source of strength, creativity, and self-discovery, using it to recharge and reflect on their experiences and beliefs. However, the societal bias towards constant socialization and the misconception that being alone signifies unhappiness or social failure can be frustrating. This misunderstanding can lead to unwelcome intrusions into their private time and pressure to engage more than they're comfortable with. Despite this, Sigma males continue to embrace their need for solitude, recognizing it as essential to their well-being and an integral part of their identity. They wish for a broader societal acceptance that solitude can be a choice reflective of self-sufficiency and a desire for deep introspection, not a sign of detachment or discontent. Number 18. Sigma males find constant social pressure to be extroverted and outgoing quite draining. Living in a world that often celebrates extroversion, they feel pushed to act against their nature. This pressure is not just about attending social events, it extends to everyday interactions and the expectation to always seem lively and talkative. For Sigma males, this can be exhausting and inauthentic. They cherish meaningful conversations and connections, but on their terms and at a pace that feels right to them. The idea that one must always be on networking or showcasing a certain persona to be successful or liked is foreign and uncomfortable to them. They thrive in environments where they can be true to themselves, preferring depth over breadth in their social engagements. The constant societal push to be more outgoing can make them feel misunderstood or undervalued, not for what they do but for how they choose to interact with the world. Number 17. Another point of contention for Sigma males is the disregard for privacy in today's digital age. They value their personal space and confidentiality, finding solace in being able to keep parts of their life to themselves. However, the current culture of sharing every detail online clashes with their desire for privacy. They observe how people's lives become public domain, scrutinized and commented on by others, and this pervasive lack of privacy is unsettling for them. Sigma males prefer to maintain a distinction between what is for public consumption and what remains private, believing not everything needs to be shared. This battle for privacy in an oversharing world challenges their ability to stay true to their reserved nature, making them cautious about what they reveal and to whom. Number 16. Sigma males are particularly irked by superficiality in social interactions and relationships. They have a deep disdain for conversations and connections that lack substance, finding no satisfaction in interactions that are maintained just for appearances or societal expectations. This superficiality, often prevalent in professional networking events or social gatherings, feels like a chore rather than a meaningful engagement. They yearn for authenticity and depth, where conversations go beyond the mundane and explore ideas, beliefs, and personal stories. The widespread acceptance of superficiality as a norm in social interactions feels like a barrier to finding genuine connections, making Sigma males often retreat to their own company, where they don't have to perform or entertain shallow exchanges. Number 15. The emphasis on conformity and following trends is a source of frustration for Sigma males. In a world where being part of the latest trend can seem like a social obligation, they find themselves at odds with the collective rush to fit in. Whether it's fashion, lifestyle, or opinions, the pressure to conform does not sit well with their independent spirit. Sigma males prize authenticity and individuality, choosing to follow their path rather than the crowd's. This can sometimes isolate them or make them appear out of touch, but to them, the freedom to be true to themselves is more valuable than any temporary acceptance gained by conforming. Number 14. Sigma males often grapple with the expectation to always be productive and constantly achieve. The modern culture of glorifying busyness and equating worth with productivity challenges their belief in the importance of downtime and introspection. They find this relentless push towards constant activity and achievement to be a path to burnout rather than fulfillment. Sigma males value balance, believing that periods of rest and reflection are crucial for personal growth and creativity. They resist the societal pressure to measure their value by their output, instead focusing on living a balanced life that honors both their achievements and their need for solitude. Number 13. The prioritization of material success over personal fulfillment is a common irritation for Sigma males. They observe how society often values individuals based on their wealth, job title, or possessions, rather than their character or the quality of their contributions. This materialistic measure of success conflicts with their values, as they seek fulfillment that comes from personal growth, relationships, and passions. Sigma males feel alienated by a culture that seems to overlook the importance of intrinsic values, leading them to carve out their own definitions of success that align more closely with their ideals and aspirations. Number 12. Sigma males are deeply frustrated by the lack of critical thinking in mainstream discussions. They value logic, reason, and the ability to think for oneself, but find these qualities are often missing in public discourse. Instead, they see a reliance on sensationalism, emotional appeals, and groupthink. This environment discourages independent thought and meaningful debate, leading to a landscape where shallow arguments prevail. Sigma males crave discussions that challenge their intellect and allow for the exchange of ideas on a deeper level. They find it disheartening when society seems to favor simplicity and sensationalism over complexity and nuance. Number 11. A significant source of annoyance for Sigma males is the glorification of aggressive competitiveness in both personal and professional spheres. They observe how, in many environments, success is often equated with one's ability to outdo others, fostering a culture of constant competition. This mindset, where aggressive tactics and one-upmanship are celebrated, conflicts with their preference for cooperation, mutual respect, and fair play. Sigma males believe in achieving goals through innovation, creativity, and collaboration rather than at the expense of others. They find environments that prioritize aggressive competitiveness to be draining and contrary to their values, which emphasize the importance of integrity and respect in all pursuits. Number 10. Something really important for Sigma males is having time to themselves. When someone unexpectedly interrupts this private time, it feels like they're invading their space. This time alone is when they can think deeply, work on personal projects, or just relax without others judging or bothering them. Getting interrupted, especially over small things, can be very annoying. It breaks their concentration and peace. This isn't to say they dislike being around others, but they highly value personal space and expect others to respect that too. Sure, urgent issues are different, but constantly ignoring their need for alone time can lead to upset feelings. Imagine finally getting some quiet time to think, relax, or enjoy being by yourself, and then someone suddenly comes in and asks you to handle something minor. How would that feel? Many might see this need for quiet time as odd or unsocial, but for Sigma males, it's essential for feeling balanced and refreshed. Number 9. It's particularly bothersome for Sigma males when they're trying to share their thoughts in a conversation but get cut off or talked over. It's as if their opinions are not valued. This issue isn't just about not getting to finish what they're saying, it shows a lack of respect for their ideas and contributions. Conversations should be about exchanging views and learning, not competing to see who can dominate the talk. Being interrupted makes them want to leave the conversation. They don't try to talk louder or interrupt back because that's not respectful and goes against their belief in being open-minded and showing mutual respect. Even though Sigma males are often quiet and thoughtful, interrupting them disrupts their thinking and makes them feel unimportant. They might be seen as easy to ignore, but that doesn't mean their input isn't valuable. So, instead of overpowering others, Sigma males would rather keep quiet or step away to avoid unnecessary conflict. Number 8. For many, chasing social status or popularity is key, even if it means losing sight of who they are. However, Sigma males don't work that way. They find it tiring and meaningless to always seek approval or try to fit in with societal norms. It annoys them when others expect them to value these social gains above all else. For them, adhering to what society finds important often seems pointless. They prefer to pursue their own interests and passions, even if it means standing out. If recognition comes their way, great, but it's not their goal. The notion that a person's worth is measured by their social rank or friend count doesn't make sense to them. Unlike others who might form relationships to climb the social ladder, Sigma males seek genuine, meaningful connections. They aim to be true to themselves, not popular. Anything less feels fake and unfulfilling. Number 7, Sigma males face a real challenge with people who can't or won't try to understand different viewpoints. It feels like talking to a wall when they share their ideas, only to be met with indifference or rejection. This issue goes beyond simple disagreements. It's about feeling invisible and ignored. They don't need everyone to agree with them, but the total lack of effort to understand is what bothers them. Imagine sharing something important to you, only to have it dismissed because it's unconventional. This can lead to feeling isolated, making it hard to connect with others or find common ground, especially in traditional settings. Having a unique personality type means it's tough to find like-minded people, but Sigma males refuse to conform just to fit in. Number 6, being stuck in dull conversations is a big problem for Sigma males. Imagine being in a group that only talks about trivial things, like celebrity gossip or what happened on TV last night. It feels like a waste of time and energy to discuss things that don't challenge or interest them. While small talk can be a good way to break the ice, they don't enjoy it for long. They're not interested in the latest trends or celebrity news. They want to talk about ideas, experiences, and meaningful subjects that stimulate their minds and broaden their views. When conversations stay on superficial topics, they struggle to stay engaged and quickly lose interest. This can make social situations difficult, particularly where light chatter is common. It's not that they believe they're above anyone, they simply don't find joy or value in discussions that don't engage their intellect or emotions. They would rather be on their own than pretend to be interested in a conversation that seems pointless. Being genuine and discussing meaningful topics is what they prefer. Number 5, overly emotional or dramatic behavior is something Sigma males find very off-putting. Some people love to exaggerate small issues, hoping for attention or sympathy. They might turn a minor disagreement into a big fight or cry over something minor. Sigma males don't understand the need for such drama and emotional displays, especially when they seem unnecessary. They value logic and prefer to handle conflicts and emotions calmly, believing there's usually a solution or compromise that can be found. They see no benefit in complicating situations with excessive emotions and might feel overwhelmed by them. It's not that they're uncaring or lack empathy, they just don't see the point in causing unnecessary drama. Their approach is to look for practical solutions or move past the issue, which might not work for everyone but suits them best. Number 4, receiving nonsensical orders is incredibly frustrating for Sigma males. When they get commands that seem illogical, their first reaction is to ask why. If the explanations are unconvincing or make no sense, it annoys them even more. They value independence and logical thinking, so being told to do something that appears pointless not only irritates them but also feels like a misuse of their talents. They're eager to take on challenges and responsibilities, but they need to see the reason behind their actions. Orders that lack purpose disrupt their workflow and lessen their impact, demotivating them and possibly pushing them to seek environments where logic and purpose prevail. Number 3, having to justify their lifestyle choices is another major irritant. It's as if people expect them to have a rationale for every decision, from major life changes to daily habits. Constantly defending their choices is exhausting. They're not looking for approval or trying to fit a standard, they're being true to themselves. It bothers them when others question their decisions, especially when these choices don't impact anyone else. It feels like people can't accept that someone might simply want to live differently. Imagine having to explain why you prefer quiet weekends or why you keep your personal life private. This scrutiny makes it difficult to enjoy their lifestyle. They wish others would understand that not everyone wants to follow the same path. Knowing what's best for themselves, they don't feel the need to justify their lives to anyone. It's about living on their own terms, not according to others' expectations. Number 2, Sigma males really dislike it when people misuse their status or power without good reason. It annoys them when someone acts superior just because they hold a title or have some authority. They believe in treating everyone with respect, regardless of their position. When someone commands others around thoughtlessly or to show off, it strikes a nerve. Sigma males value logic, fairness, and equality. Witnessing power being used improperly goes against these values. They tend to lose respect for those who behave this way and prefer to stay away from such environments. It's not about defying authority, but the frustration of seeing power wielded without thought or reason. This misuse of power makes them doubt the leader's abilities and intentions, making it hard to stay motivated or loyal. They flourish in places where authority is exercised wisely, for the benefit of all, and not for selfish reasons or to diminish those without power. Number 1, being overly controlled and micromanaged is highly irritating for Sigma males. Constant surveillance and correction on minor details can feel restrictive and annoying. It gives off a vibe of mistrust, as if they're not capable of handling things themselves. This can dampen their motivation, creativity, and desire to initiate action. Far from boosting efficiency, micromanagement has the opposite effect. It hinders growth, limits personal development, and can lead to feelings of resentment and low confidence. Some may withdraw, disengage, or look for settings where their abilities and independence are more appreciated. Avoiding this requires a balance between offering guidance and allowing freedom. Setting clear goals while letting them find their own ways to achieve them can be much more effective and satisfying. Thank you for your attention. You can now become a member of the channel by clicking the join button under this video.